within the last hour, Atlanta News First has learned the name of the suspect behind a series of stabbings that sparked panic at the world's busiest airport. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Alan Devlin. A police officer is among those 3 people injured tonight. Each of them are expected to thankfully survive. Atlanta News First reporter Joshua Skinner is live in Hartsfield-Jackson tonight. Joshua, you raced to the airport as soon as we learned something was happening. What happened?
Yeah, well, Alan, as y'all were mentioning, just within the last half hour, we have learned the identity of that alleged perpetrator. Police say her name is Damaris Milton, and she allegedly stabbed multiple people just inside the entrance to the South Terminal here at Hartsfield-Jackson. A woman stabbed 3 people near the South Terminal of Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport Wednesday evening.
We're trying to figure out what led to this.
Atlanta police say the incident started around 4:45 p.m. when an unidentified woman attacked a man in the west crossover with a knife, then proceeded to the South Terminal where she stabbed a woman.
Officers then began to try to limit the female's movement, keep her in one area, and to get some of the travelers out of the area.
Soon after, she stabbed a police officer, before another was able to wrestle her to the ground.
2 civilians that were stabbed are in stable condition. The Atlanta police lieutenant is also in stable condition. All 3 have been taken to Grady Hospital.
Police say it appears none of the parties knew each other, and the incident took place outside security checkpoints. Part of the airport was sectioned off as a crime scene, but APD says the incident did not affect travel or airport operations. And in terms of those airport operations, we're told, because there's so many entrances here at the airport, that the checkpoints and just the flow of traffic here was never really hurt or affected in any way. In fact, it's actually open now. You can see people walking around behind me, moving around. This opened back up a couple hours ago. In terms of Damaris Milton, now we are told that she has been charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She is being held at the Clayton County Jail. Reporting live at Hartsfield-Jackson, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.